All right, here's some automotive news and commentary to kick off your day. This has got to be frustrating. The Ford F-150 Lightning, its wait list is over 3 years long. Ford has received so many reservations that they had to put a temporary stop on them. Dearborn is no longer taking a $100 refundable deposit. The landing page for their non-binding reservations now reads, quote, "As we prepare to make history together, we've closed reservations so we can start accepting orders. Sign up for updates and get exciting news on the electric revolution. We can't wait to get you behind the wheel of an F-150 Lightning truck." Initially, they said they plan to produce 15,000 units in the first year when it launches in the spring of 2022. The following year, according to a Ford source, production would ramp up to 55,000. In 2024, that number would increase to 80,000 units, already representing a doubling from the initial target of 40,000, thanks to the authorization of a $850 million spend. So if you do the math here, that's 150,000 units, but as the CEO said earlier this week, they have received 200,000 reservations already. So in other words, over 3 years of production capacity are already spoken for. So get in line and be patient. The next generation Mini Hardtop spy shots are showing some dramatic changes. There have been some next generation Mini Hardtop photos circulating on the internet, but under significant amounts of vinyl camouflage. But apparently Mini got a little careless lately, and someone snagged photos of the completely undisguised prototype, which has been shared on Twitter. While the front end is pretty predictable, the rear end and interior are the major changes and departures from the previous version. It does appear to be a bit smaller overall compared to the current model with a thinner frame. The headlights are still round as ever, but appeared a bit larger, and now they feature little lines at the top and bottom that almost look like cute little eyelids. Interestingly, the hood no longer has holes cut out for the headlights, and the cut lines are higher up. What do you think? I don't mean to be Ford heavy, but this is an interesting one. The Ford Bronco Sport becomes the first vehicle to feature parts made of 100% recycled ocean plastic. Consumer products made from recycled ocean plastics include everything from sunglasses and t-shirts to running shoes and yarn. Now Ford is adding to its legacy as a leader in sustainability and is the first automaker to use 100% recycled ocean plastics to produce automotive parts. Does that make you concerned? That's the kind of parts they're using in their vehicles. Wiring harness clips in the Bronco Sport models are made of ocean harvested plastic, commonly referred to as ghost gear. The strength and durability of the nylon material equals that of previously used petroleum-based parts, but with a 10% cost savings and requiring less energy to produce. The small parts represent a large first step in the company's plans to produce other parts of recycled ocean plastics on other models. So maybe it's not so bad. Looks like the Chevy Silverado EV won't enter production until 2023. Chevy plans to unveil an electric version of the Silverado at the 2022 edition of the Consumer Electronics Show, but motorists will need to be patient before they can get behind the wheel because production won't begin until 2023. They've already confirmed that production will take place at the Factory Zero plant on the outskirts of Detroit. The facility received a full renovation to build the electric trucks, including the pickup and SUV variants of the GMC Hummer. Early estimates at the maximum driving range put it at 400 miles. There'll be more details about the Silverado in the coming weeks. Volvo has been hit by a cyber attack and some of their R&D data has been stolen. Volvo has launched an investigation into the theft of some of their R&D data, which could impact the company's operation. Quote, investigation so far confirms that a limited amount of the company's R&D property has been stolen during this intrusion. It added there may be an impact in the company's operation, but didn't specify what that might be. Volvo said it did not see an impact on the security of its customers' cars or their personal data. Toyota halts Land Cruiser. The latest stoppages will bring lost output to 9,000 vehicles. Let me explain. Now, Toyota has expanded production stoppages at some factories in Japan because of a shortage of components shipped from parts plants in Southeast Asia. This latest halt will cut car output by 9,000 vehicles when added to cuts announced on Thursday, affecting production of Lexus models and the four-wheel drive Toyota Land Cruiser. Although limited, the cuts come as Toyota tries to make up for production loss to earlier supply chain disruptions in Malaysia and Vietnam that forced it to trim vehicle output even as demand for cars in markets such as China rebounded as coronavirus lockdowns ended. The automaker said it's sticking to an annual production target set in September to build 9 million vehicles by the end of March. In other Ford news, the Mustang Mach-E prices get up to $3,000 more expensive. According to a thread on a Mach-E fan forum last week that quotes a dealership bulletin, the SUV will cost up to $3,000 more as of Wednesday. Every car gets at least a $1,000 increase, but depending on the buyer's configuration, the EV can be up to $3,000 more expensive. Talking about the 2022 Mach-E. Ford did not immediately return a request for comment on the price increases. The bulletin shows that the Mach-E Select and Premium prices increased by $1,000, while the Mustang Mach-E California Route 1 and GT models get $2,000 more expensive. For buyers who choose the GT Performance Package on the GT, it's another $1,000. Anyone opting for the larger extended range battery for the standard Mustang Mach-E will also need to fork over an additional $1,000. And one more thing, according to the dealer bulletin, the price increases went into effect for anyone placing an order for 2022 model as of December 8th. The 22 Honda Accord outranks the 22 Toyota Camry as the best new midsize car, according to U.S. News. The top 8 list includes, at number 8, the Malibu, Altima, Legacy, Kia K5, Sonata, Camry, Mazda 6, and at number 1, the Honda Accord. So why is the Accord better than the Camry according to U.S. News? Well, they say it ranks as the top midsize car class thanks in part to its peerless driving dynamics, good fuel economy, spacious cabin and trunk, and intuitive features. Those are some interesting, I think, headlines from around the automotive world I want to share with you. Comment below if you have any input or feedback. Until then, here are the 7 worst used cars you should never buy. The 2017 Audi A3 made Consumer Reports' list of sedans to never buy. They gave it a green choice label recently, but the positives seem to end right there. There are 4 recalls out on this, 3 of which are for airbags, 1 for the potential of an engine stall, which sucks if you're going uphill. The reliability and owner satisfaction scores came in at 1 out of 5. The 2011 Buick Lucerne, not exactly a popular sedan, especially 10 years later. However, it was unreliable enough to give it that never buy label. The Lucerne has 2 recalls, both for the electrical system. The 2011 scored an average of 3 out of 5 for reliability. The same score counts for its owner satisfaction as well. This was another green choice winner from Consumer Reports, the 2011 Chevy Cruze. It was affordable, but came with a lot of headaches for its owners. 7 recalls, electrical systems, brakes, possible engine fires, and problems with the fuel system all plague this Chevy. There are also a variety of steering problems. Gosh, could you go any worse? The reliability and owner satisfaction scores came in 1 out of 5, so I guess it could get worse. The 2015 Chrysler 200 has 8 open recalls and a low satisfaction score from owners as well. The recalls are related to the electrical system, powertrain, airbags, and suspension. Reliability score came in at 3 out of 5. Since its inception in 2012, this vehicle has ranked low for owner satisfaction. On the upside, it has a relatively good safety score from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The 2011 Ford Fiesta also has recalls open for latches, locks, and airbags. CR gave it a score of 1 out of 5 for both reliability and owner satisfaction. For reliability trouble spots, it had problems with the engine and transmission. They said the Fiesta was pretty expensive for what drivers were getting out of it. Oh, the Kia Forte had tough years in 2017 and 2019. Not a good reputation there. Consumer Reports noted that the owner satisfaction score for the Forte remained at a 1 out of 5 since 2014. The reliability score was 3 out of 5 for the 2017 model. Both scores dropped to 1 out of 5 for the 2019. That one also racked up 2 recalls. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gave the Forte good safety scores, though. This one will make you scratch your head. Consumer Reports suggests avoiding the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class sedan. It's considered a luxury sedan, but still pretty expensive. Unfortunately, it has 11 recalls. For such a new car, there are a lot of safety issues with this one. The first one is for the adhesive bounding the front panel, which could detach and fly off the vehicle. Owners reported problems with the emergency call system, the steering wheel, and airbags. Quote, a car that cannot be properly steered has an increased risk of a crash, unquote. That's an obvious statement. Problems with the engine, electronics, and visibility are also noted on the recalls. Consumer Reports gave it a 4 out of 5 for reliability, though. That's a good thing. It also scored 2 out of 5 for owner satisfaction. So to sum up, if you can avoid these used cars and sedans, Consumer Reports would say that's a smart choice. There are better deals out there that will pose fewer problems down the line for you, the buyer. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.
Hey, I want to let you know about a new feature on everymandriver.com. It's a car payment calculator you can use anytime when you're trying to figure out what your potential loan amount is and the monthly payment figure. So what you do is you type in the vehicle price, your down payment, trade-in figure, sales tax, interest rate, and the term of the loan. Click calculate, and then you'll figure out the loan amount and the monthly payment. It's a free tool now available on everymandriver.com.